Well, last year, a record 500,000 migrants traveled through the dangerous jungle between Colombia and Panama, heading north to the United States. CBN contributing correspondent Chuck Holton traveled to Panama, venturing deep into the area known as the Darién Gap to document this unprecedented migration.
The massive flow of migration that broke records last year continues to grow. That's panicking politicians in Panama and the United States as both countries are entering an election year. Still, many see this as their best chance to get to the U.S.
I start in Iran and Istanbul, Turkish, and I goes to Cuba, Havana. Havana goes to Venezuela, Colombia, Darien forest. Darien forest come here.
I'm about 4 hours upriver inside the Darién Gap, and I'm in an Embera village called Kaveh Mehran. This house behind me is typical of the building style that they use here. It's a thatched roof hut up on stilts to keep the bugs away, and this is normally what you see in these villages, but things are changing in Kaveh Mehran, and that's because of the migrant flow that's coming through in their thousands every day. And so the people here that used to be engaged in things like subsistence farming or fishing are now moving to logistics and tourism, and because of that, their new houses look like this.
Given that so many migrants passing through the Darien could have stopped in multiple countries to make a living, points to economics as their primary motivation, not persecution.
When did you leave Afghanistan?
It's like nearly.
Maybe a month ago?
No, a month ago.
Less?
Like 15 months ago, 16.
15 months?
Yeah, I was
Did you go to Turkey, or where did you go?
Iran.
Oh, you went to Iran.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Iran to Brazil.
Iran to Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil to Colombia. Colombia to Panama.
I don't know, you know better than me.
Yeah. Where do you want to go in the United States?
In the LA,
You want to go to LA?
in Los Angeles.
Okay, and maybe 2 more weeks, or 1 month,
Weeks.
maybe
And,
1 more.
maybe more, because I don't have money now.
Oh, okay. How much time did you spend in Europe?
10 years.
This is the Rio Chucunaco behind me, and the other side of that is the Darién Gap going down toward Colombia. So it basically is the separation point between Central and South America. And up until this point, there has never been a road across here, which means that this is the furthest point south you can drive from North America. But as you can see behind me, that's about to change, because they're in the process of building a large bridge that will connect these two sides of the river. And for the time being, they say this road is just going to go to some villages on the other side. But from the size of this bridge, it looks like that may have other plans in the future. And if that's the case, that could change everything from an economic standpoint, a political standpoint, and from the standpoint of migration here in the Western Hemisphere.
This area is rich in fertile soil, predominantly used for farming activities like raising livestock and growing tubers, among other crops. Transportation is solely by boat along the river, often requiring 4 to 5 hours of travel upstream or downstream. However, with this project, they'll have a more accessible link, potentially leading to significant development.
The Darien represents the most difficult hurdle in these migrants' trek to the United States. And while this new bridge may make their crossing much easier, it's likely to create headaches for politicians, especially as greater numbers make their way to America's southern border. Chuck Holton, CBN News, Panama.